Somewhere right now, a woman is staring at her phone, typed a three-paragraph message to you, deleted it, and decided to post a picture of her drinking tea instead. You see that post and think she's just having a peaceful evening, but what you don't realize is that she is currently drowning in how much she misses you. She won't tell you. In fact, she would rather walk through fire than admit that your absence is physically painful for her. Most men believe that if a woman misses them, she'll simply reach out. But that is the biggest delusion in modern dating. According to behavioral studies, women suppress their emotional vulnerability up to 3 times more than men when they feel a deep romantic longing. They don't want to be the ones to break the silence. They don't want to hand over the power. So they build a fortress of subtle, confusing, and often contradictory signals that leave men absolutely clueless. Today, I am going to peel back the layers of the female ego and show you the exact psychological markers that prove she misses you way too much, even when she's acting like you don't exist. This is the hidden language of longing. If you miss these signs, you'll assume she's moving on, when in reality, she's just waiting for you to see through her mask. Pay close attention, because the most powerful sign isn't something she does, it's something she purposefully stops doing. Let's dismantle the biggest myth first, the idea that silence means indifference. In female psychology, silence is often a defensive perimeter. When a woman misses a man to the point of emotional exhaustion, her primary goal shifts from connection to protection. She is terrified that if she shows even a sliver of her true feelings, she will be rejected, or worse, seen as desperate. This is why a woman who is obsessed with you will become a ghost with perfect attendance on your social media. She is watching every story you post, analyzing every girl who likes your photos, and tracking your location through digital footprints. But she will never leave a like. She will never leave a comment. She is a silent spectator in your life because she knows that a single heart emoji is a white flag of surrender. This is a dopamine-seeking behavior rooted in addiction biology. Your profile is her drug, and she's getting her fix while hiding the needle. If you've ever noticed a woman who used to interact with your content suddenly go completely silent but continue to view your stories within minutes of you posting them, she hasn't lost interest. She has lost control over her feelings, and silence is the only dignity she has left. But while she's being a ghost online, her real life starts to show cracks through a process called sublimation. This is where she takes all that pent-up romantic energy and pours it into something productive. Suddenly, she is at the gym twice a day. She's redecorating her entire house, or she's posting about her new career glow up. To the average man, this looks like a woman who is thriving without him. But if you look closer, it's a performance. She isn't working out for her health, she's working out to escape the intrusive thoughts of your face. She is moving around the feeling, not through it. Sigmund Freud described this as a way to handle socially unacceptable or overwhelming emotions. She can't tell you she misses the way you hold her at night, so she channels that frustration into a 15-mile run. The telltale sign here is the publicity of productivity. If she's making sure you see how busy and happy she isn't doing it for herself. She is doing it to make you wonder why she's so okay. She wants to trigger your FOMO, the fear of missing out. She wants you to think she's moving on so that you will be the one to reach out and stop her. It is a brilliant, silent scream for your attention. Then there are the conversational breadcrumbs. Even when she's trying to stay away, your name will leak out of her mouth like a secret she can't keep. She will be talking to her friends about something completely unrelated, maybe a new movie or a restaurant. And she'll say, "Oh, I remember someone once told me the chef there is incredible." She won't say your name. She'll use someone or a friend. But her best friend knows exactly who she's talking about. This happens because of cognitive intrusion. When someone is emotionally attached, they experience an average of 85 intrusive thoughts per day about that person. That's a thought every 11 minutes. You are so present in her mind that you become the default reference point for her reality. If she casually brings up a detail from a conversation you had 6 months ago, a detail you've long forgotten, it's because she hasn't just remembered it. She's been replaying that conversation like a favorite movie scene. She has a mental vault dedicated to you, and every time she opens it, A little piece of you spills out into her daily life. One of the most frustrating signs for men is the response paradox. This is when her message speed contradicts her message length. You text her and her phone vibrates because she's been staring at it all day. She replies almost instantly. But then the fear kicks in. She realizes she's being too eager. So she deletes the paragraph she wrote and sends back 3 words. Yeah, I'm good. This is brevity as a shield. The shorter the message, the less she can be hurt. But the speed of that reply, that's the truth. Her fingers moved before her walls could go up. If a woman truly didn't miss you, she wouldn't feel the need to edit herself. She would reply when she got around to it, and the tone would be naturally casual. But when a woman misses you, every text she sends you has been through 11 drafts in her head. She's trying to be chill while her heart is doing a full speed sprint. If you notice she replies fast but stays distant, she's not being cold, she's being careful. She is trying to protect the heart that she's already handed over to you in her mind. Now, let's talk about the most heartbreaking behavior of all, avoidant coping. This is the one that destroys most relationships because men interpret it as, she hates me. When the pain of missing you becomes too much for her to regulate, she will stop showing up to places where you are. She might cancel plans at the last minute or leave a group chat the moment you enter it. She isn't doing this because she's over you. She's doing it because seeing you is like putting salt in an open wound. She knows that if she stands within 5 feet of you, her fake smile will crumble and she'll start crying or begging you to come back. To prevent that total loss of control, she removes the trigger. She removes you. This is common in women with high emotional intelligence. They know their limits. They know that total avoidance is the only way to survive the day without breaking down. If a woman who used to be your best friend suddenly treats you like a stranger or avoids your gaze entirely, it's because the fire is still burning too hot for her to handle. Indifference is quiet and casual. Obsession is loud, even when it's silent. You also need to look for disguised jealousy. A woman who is hiding how much she misses you will become a master of the flat tone. If you mention another woman's name or post a picture with someone else, she won't get angry. She'll say, "Oh, that's nice. I'm happy for you." But she'll say it with a voice so cold it could freeze a desert. Her pupils will dilate, her jaw will tighten for a fraction of a second, and she will suddenly become very interested in her fingernails. According to evolutionary psychology, jealousy is a mate retention signal. Even if she isn't with you, if she still misses you, her brain still views you as hers. Seeing someone else move into that space triggers a survival instinct. She won't admit she's jealous because that would reveal how much she still cares. So she'll encourage you to date other people, all while secretly hoping you'll see that no one can compare to her. It's a test of loyalty disguised as a blessing. Then there are the Trojan horse messages. These are the memes, the songs, or the random articles she sends you with a saw this and thought of you LOL. That LOL is the most overworked phrase in her vocabulary. It's there to provide an exit strategy in case you don't respond. The meme isn't about the joke. It's an excuse to see your name pop up on her screen. She's checking to see if you're still reachable. If you respond warmly, she gets a hit of emotional safety. If you're cold, she can say, "Oh, it was just a funny video, don't overthink it." It's a love letter wearing a disguise. She is throwing out a fishing line, hoping you'll bite so she doesn't have to be the one to admit she's lonely. Every "this reminded me of you" is her way of saying, "I am always thinking of you." Finally, you have to trust the body over the words. When you are physically in the same room, her body will betray every lie her mouth tells. If she misses you, her body will angle toward you like a flower toward the sun. She will touch her neck, her hair, or her collarbone, vulnerable areas that signal a desire for comfort. She will mirror your movements. If you lean in, she leans in. If you cross your legs, she crosses hers. This is isopraxism, a subconscious biological mirroring that happens when two people are deeply emotionally synced. She might say she's totally fine, but if her pupils are dilated and she's finding excuses to brush against your arm, she is screaming for you to notice her. Neuroscience proves that the hippocampus, the brain's memory center, becomes hyperactive when we are near someone we long for. She is storing the scent of your skin and the sound of your voice, like she's preparing for a long winter. The truth is, a woman who misses you way too much isn't playing a game. She is terrified. She is terrified that she cares more than you do. She is terrified that if she opens up, she will lose her dignity. So she waits, she watches, she sublimates, and she hopes that you are the kind of man who can read between the lines. Understanding these signs is a massive responsibility. You now have the map to her hidden feelings. The question is, do you have the courage to walk through those doors? Because while she's hiding her longing today, she might be one signal away from giving up forever. You need to know when to reach out and when to let the silence speak. But as deep as this emotional longing goes, there is a level even further. There are signs a woman gives that go beyond missing you, signs that prove she has already chosen you as her lifelong partner. And one of those signs is so physical and so instinctive that most men miss it entirely until it's too late. I've broken down that ultimate chosen signal in the video on your screen right now. It's called, "If she lets you grab here, she's already chosen you." Click it now because the woman who's hiding her feelings tonight might be waiting for you to make the move that changes everything. Don't leave her waiting in the silence.